Curse of Strahd, October 11th, 2016.
So Jay, I did want to advocate for an inspiration point for the cleric, because I thought when he did the crowd dive into the thorny
That was like 2 sessions ago.
No, it was the last session.
That time, yes. And Ed was sad when the lady got drowned in the river.
Yeah.
So you guys all get an inspiration point.
You get an inspiration point. You get an inspiration point.
Well,
We all.
I don't know that I don't know that I deserve one.
You advocated for inspiration points, so you get one.
We're all winners around here, so this is the participation trophy.
I'm not a tightwad DM, unlike some DMs.
Jay, I just want to compliment you on your superior game mastership. All right, so last session we defeated the druids, right?
You beat some helpless druids to death.
We got the part of that green gem thing out of the chest of that statue of Strahd, the Wicker Man, and that's kind of where we left off, right?
Yep.
And did not get killed by Strahd.
Now, what we were considering doing was there was this ominous-looking tree.
Oh yeah,
in the middle of
we were going to destroy it.
I was going to ask about, there was some, you gave me some history about the tree and it was used for something.
Yep.
Not
You
going
didn't
to
listen to the audio?
No electronics allowed.
It was jarbled.
Yes, I'll tell you in a second. If I can find it. That page hardly has a rip on it.
Good try. You earned an inspiration point.
Yester Hill.
Use of that. So the fitting use of the.
What history was I going to tell you?
about this tree had some sort of like malign influence over the forest here.
The Gulthius tree, whose roots extend deep beneath the hill, lurking amongst the trees and shrubs, were blights.
But there was some property of it.
So we were thinking, though, weren't we thinking...
From which the druids who invaded Wizards of Wine made a Gulthius staff of great power, which was destroyed upon you guys finishing off the Wizards of Wine.
So we were thinking this tree was like evil, right? It was kind of vampiric
torch
quality.
Well, it was like because didn't it have a blood or like if you?
The sap was like blood, wasn't it?
Oh, you haven't gone to the tree yet.
All right, let's go investigate the tree. What's everybody's hit point level right now?
I'm at 22.
Didn't you do a couple of healing spells there, Jamie?
Yeah, I did.
At the south end of the hillock is a sickly copse, a grove of dead trees and shrubs with a huge misshapen tree at its core. Blood oozes like sap from the twisted trunk. Skulking among the tree are 6 gangly humanoid creatures covered with needles. Embedded in the tree is a shiny battle axe, beneath which lies a human skeleton.
Ooh, so there's 6
of those. And you guys have seen the wall of fog. When you look to the west and the curtain of fog, you saw the fortress hill above the great city, for which STRAHD came to gaze upon. He's since left. But all you heard were the sounds of the echoes of a church, just echoes into the well. The echo. And Ryan's character Aspelar is looking for the blood spear of Kavan.
So she just up and left.
She's
apparently.
like scouring the hill looking for it.
Oh, okay.
So, anyways, there's this tree, and there's appear to be 6 needle bites. Needle bites.
Do they see us?
Huh.
Are they alive?
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Circling the tree.
Just like this.
Yes. You guys just had a massive battle. These do not appear to have any interest in what happened in the battle.
Are they chanting, doing anything?
You don't hear them make any noise other than that broken twiggy sound that they make when they move.
Just watch it for a couple minutes? And...
Sure.
Okay. Make a religion check for me.
Religion. Okay. 4.
18. 4.
You can see that they are doing some type of enchantment on the tree, and the blood is actually reducing in the places where this axe had been hewn into the tree.
So they're healing it. I say we kill them all.
Very wise in his religion. All right.
That's why I'm a cleric.
Okay. Okay. So I guess I'm going to attempt to. So I noticed on your map there's a path that leads to the copse, the trees.
You guys are still at the wall.
Okay.
So it looks like this.
So this isn't the scale, right?
It is now. You have a green ball out there somewhere.
How many feet is it from here to here?
Well, that's a scale.
250 feet
Wow.
from the edge of the little hole there.
So
Suddenly,
each of those squares is 25
you
yards.
see a large coagulated drop of the blood from the Gulthius tree fall off and form a new blight.
All right.
Blue.
Oh.
And it stands up.
Oh, they're so cute.
Just like Solomon's Yokai.
Yeah. I just strangled a goblin that's working.
How about like that?
So you said they were 250 feet?
Yep.
Well, I need to get within 60.
So is there any sort of cover in here, or is it just barren?
And these are, what are the toughest ones? Needle blades. There's no cover between here and there. It's downhill to the little copse, and there are little shrubberies.
All right, I tell you what. Why don't you two hide over here, and then I'm going to stand up here and try and draw their attention,
Okay.
and draw them over here, and then you guys can ambush them. So Jay,
Yes.
I'm going to stand up on top of the wall
Okay.
and try to get their attention.
You do. And they quickly dispatch 3 coming your way.
Is there an opening in the wall?
50, 60, 70, 80, that's about close enough. Each one of these is going to be 10 feet. Good enough. You guys are back. You're standing right there on the wall.
Okay, yeah. And then these guys are kind of hiding. Isn't there an opening here?
Yes.
Okay, so these guys are kind of hiding behind the opening.
3 needle blights begin running up the hill.
Ryan has that. Damn.
You have all the good weapons?
He has that scratch sheet. He didn't write all the stuff down. He had some scrolls.
I think it was a scroll of Summon Dagon.
When they get within 90 feet of me, Jay, I'm gonna cast a spell.
Well, about 10 feet apart.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to cast Chromatic Orb
Okay.
at one of these things, and I'm going to cast it using fire.
Don't you have to have
I have to
a
have
25 gold piece gem that's expelled from
it's,
casting of the spell?
yeah, it doesn't expire.
It's like Jamie's?
Nope, I just have to have one in my possession.
It has to be the silver pride from STRAHD's own teeth to destroy him.
Never mind. I'll cast Featherfall and lightly fall down. No, I got your approval on this. You said I could have, since I was coming in at like 6th level or whatever it is.
Fine.
Okay, 5th level.
All right. How many can you hit?
1.
And you can throw, with your short Muppet-like arms, you can throw 90 feet.
Yes, that's what the range of the spell is. I hurl a 4-inch diameter sphere of
But
energy.
you're small, so it's only 2 inches.
Not
All
like
right.
your elephant shrug.
My inadequate feeling house elf hurls a all right, ranged spell attack. What's their AC, Jay?
11. No, 12. Is that the first one of the night?
Yeah, no, it's a 3.
No.
I miss with a 9. All I have to do is roll a 6.
How far are they away from us?
90 feet.
They're 90 feet away. Should we roll for Nish?
That's it?
Once they hit 60
So you
feet,
got-
That's well. I get 1 action around, right? So I will maintain my advantageous.
All right.
I'm going
You
to
got it?
cast Minor Illusion, and I want to make it look like there are boulders and stuff blocking the way.
Okay.
So it'll help me slow them down so we can hurl more missile range type stuff at them.
Roll me a d20. Don't roll a 4 or less.
What is that, 20?
Success. So they kind of end up dodging around.
So it's kind of just to slow them down to get.
Cool.
Yep.
I'm going to
Takes
put
them
out
twice
some
as long.
illusionary boulders out here.
When they get within 60 feet, I will, on one of them, and whoever's up front, cast Sacred Flame.
All right. They're within 60 feet.
So they need to make a...
All right. The Warcaster is unleashing hell.
7. Ooh.
7. Still up. But it looks Like you've knocked a few needles off of it.
Do you need a few sticky notes, Jay?
No, I'm just gonna keep it in mind.
All right.
You just knock it looks like an old Christmas tree that you went. The needles. Ed, what are you gonna do there at 60 feet?
Too bad you can't use that Eldritch Blast.
No, I saved up bacon last time.
I know.
You gotta be off for a week on that one. Nothing. Dagger, dart, staff, sling. Even in first edition, you could use those things.
Yeah, pepper spray. So
You gotta be closer for that too.
Yeah.
All right. So is this round 2 that we're going here? Or
Now it's initiative.
All right. Now it's initiative.
I got a 2.
I got a 10.
Oh,
Plus
4.
3 is a 13.
15.
All right.
Alright.
Clockwise. You're up.
I will cast Sacred Flame again.
The sky has cleared, and you can almost make out stars through the gloom.
Dark.
Kind of.
So same guy needs to make a dex throw again, saving throw.
13 plus 1, 14.
15.
Okay. Here it comes. My command, unleash hell.
Another 10.
Alright, you finally shook all the needles off of him. Knock the middle one down.
All right. I'm going to attempt to cast Chromatic Orb again.
Thank God
Alright.
for cantrips, man.
I roll a 2 this time. So this is even worse.
I'm fumbling my marbles!
Because most of my offensive attacks were last game session, so. But it's.
All right, Amanda.
Still the same night.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Is there any brush or grass to starting a fire going?
You want to light like a tumbleweed and roll it down the hill?
Maybe.
Roll me a d20. High skill for the players.
You rolled a 5.
Oh, really? You sure?
Apparently they used up all the brush in their earlier ceremony and there's no brush around you.
Okay.
Any other bright ideas? None?
No.
Okay.
I have a pepper spray.
Alright, they unleash their needle hell upon you. At plus 3. Oh, there's only 2. Alright, so
Well,
first one's going to be on
they
1, 2, 3,
probably-
4, 5, 6. Amanda. And Amanda. There you go. 16 AC and 20 AC.
Yeah.
Okay, and the second one misses. So take
I'm doing 3 of
2d6
them.
plus
I'm doing 2 of
1.
them.
There are, but they're disadvantaged. Isn't that what range does? Take 11 points of damage plus 1, 12. As just the sky gets darker than it already is.
What are you at?
11.
Neg 11.
So I can give you a cure wounds.
Nah.
Alright, and this so emboldens them. They move 30 feet closer.
What were they
2 more.
attacking with?
They
Needles.
shoot out
They're
needles.
shooting their needles out of their.
Man, it'd be nice if we had a paladin.
I know. We need our combat.
Alright, afters. Go, go, go.
All right, Jimmy. Do your
Sacred
best.
Flame on who's ever closest. Dex save.
19 plus 1, 20.
Yeah, you make it. So it doesn't-
Bam!
misses.
Looks like an Ewok that just got missed by a blast by the
All right.
ATST walk.
This one closest to me, I'm gonna try one
Imperial
last.
Ewoks have entered the base. Imperial Ewoks.
One last. Oh, gosh, am I gonna do that? I'm gonna just
Has
cast
been
Ray
more
of
than
Frost.
No.
It's been more than 10 minutes.
Yeah. But it wouldn't because these would be fiends
Do
versus
you
undead.
wiggle your arms and do like, how do you cast spells? Are you a wizard?
I'm using the gnome template. I'm a sorcerer.
Sorcerer, that's right.
Yeah. I point my finger and speak.
Boutini!
Yeah.
And it makes a sad trombone sound.
Yeah, so I've missed 3 times now. I've rolled a 3, a 3, and a 2.
It's too bad he doesn't follow the forums. The one guy on the forums was talking about the guy who, he's like, God, my player rolled like 3 ones in a row. I felt so bad for him. So I fudged all the rolls for the rest of the night so he wouldn't feel so bad.
No, I like
kind of pansy coddling?
I like the house rule where you say it's a critical hit, but you lose.
Blow
you can
the
either
weapon.
make it you blow the weapon.
And I really like how you revel in my misfortune. It's really affirming.
I hope you weren't offended by my bringing up of the D&D that thing off of the D&D 5e Facebook page.
Yeah, no. Okay. All right, so I miss again. God damn it. So,
I'm going to cast my... you said it was getting dark out?
Yep.
Okay. So would you say that is dim light or darkness?
You got just enough from like the individual heavy cloud cover and imaginary stars above you.
Would you say it's dim light though?
No, it's
Or
dark.
darkness? Okay.
It's darkness.
Even better.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast my Eldritch Invocation, one with shadows, and become invisible.
Got it. All right, you guys, you can no longer heal him. Her.
Amanda, what?
All right, so odd, even. Does a 12 hit you?
a 12 does not hit me.
Does a 10 hit you?
Nope.
Needles! Oh wait, they're within 30 now. So not disadvantage. I'm going to re-roll. 2, does that hit you?
No.
And misses again anyways. Move me another 30. That one's in... Each of these needle blights are now in melee with you and you.
All right, so he climbs up on the rocks
Yep.
to get up after me.
They're basically where the other one was.
Yep.
All right.
And afters. Alright. Those have been double moving up the hill. The Gulthias tree is now all alone. You want to sneak down there?
Is it possible to cast my spell and then hit with a mace, or is it just the spell or the mace?
It's one action per round unless you have a bonus
Unless I have a
action.
bonus, right. Okay. I'll try this Sacred Flame again and just dex.
1. Damn it. Right in the face of my needle blight.
5.
Alright.
All right, I'm going to attempt to use Chill Touch. Necrotic damage.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
It's
3.
Just FYI.
Yes.
Ed, do you want to try and save the Kreeper from himself?
I'm fine. Everything's under control up here.
Do I think there's a way that are they kind of paying attention to these two that I could sneak around these rocks?
Yeah.
Double back around.
Yeah, you could totally do that.
Because basically I lose my invisibility if I move.
Yep.
So it's not like an invisibility where I can move around with. So if that's the case, I will make my way to the tree.
Okay. Alright. So you flee the party and move yourself over there somewhere. And just make a stealth as you climb across rocky terrain in the dark as a soccer mom.
Escort.
And your kids.
16.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Alright. Afters. Me. Haha. Alright, this one's on Kreeper. 13 hit you?
Nope. AC 14.
Nope.
Alright. Here comes the big damage. Alright. Because of the rocks, they're all
Flinging needles,
disadvantage.
or-
Flinging needles. 2 from these, and he's immune to his own attack here. Misses. Third one is going to fling on the War Priest. 17 or 8 misses.
Misses. I
Next
need
one,
18.
22 or a 16 misses. The final one, 23, natural 20 or natural 20.
Whoa.
So I'm going to double damage. Daved it up there. 6 plus 3.
You can't even let me. You can't even let me enjoy
You rolled
our
another
success.
one.
11
When you say
points.
that, when you say that you Dave it, you rob me of any sort of satisfaction in your misfortune.
God. So, yeah, you get to take 10 whole points of damage on my crit. Needle Blight totally crits you in the
It was a really bad splinter.
left foot.
It wasn't even for needle blight. It's just like
You just lost the toenail
Yeah.
off your big toe.
okay.
And then they're going to move 30. And somebody roll me a d4. If you roll a 4, nothing occurs. Otherwise, it's a Needle Blight, Twig Blight, or Vine Blight. Pray for the Vine Blight. It's the toughest one.
3.
Alright, so it's a Vine Blight. All right.
Robble.
All right. Oh, that's got our. That has our noose from Warhammer on that tree.
Oh, nice.
What's that? Oh. Done. Afters. Boom, boom, boom. Fling some rocks.
All right, Jamie, go ahead.
You can move 60 feet down. It's 10 per square there. Head.
Well, you still got another creature drop, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll move. So 10 per square?
Yeah. It's best if you just get out of there because these guys are going to get killed.
Sacred Flame.
All right. And the saving throw is a 2.
Come on.
All you got to do is 7
Much
points.
better, 15.
All right, you drop it.
Chill touch. That's
Oh, he made up for it.
Look at there.
Don't you have disadvantage, though?
Why?
Fine.
No.
It's a needle blight. You're going to touch the cactus with your chill touch.
It's actually a skeletal hand appears before the needle
That's
blight
bullshit.
and grabs it by the throat and applies necrotic damage.
Anyway.
And since I'm 5th level, I'm going to do 2d8 and double it. So I do 7, doubled is 14.
Drop it. It's only got 11.
Haha.
Fine. The skeletal hand recoils, and it has a handful of things in it, and then as it falls to the ground after the spell, it flicks you off, not wanting to be summoned to this plane again.
No handy tonight.
Oh, your hands are so cold tonight. All I have is chill touch. Beat scorching ray. That's for the day after. Yeah, much prefer the unseen servant for that stuff.
And really, 19 people listen to these things?
I still think it's, probably about that. Depends on how heavy you advertise. You know it's good when only 3 people listened all the way to the end.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but are they commenting?
No? No, they're holding their applause for the end, whenever that is. Okay.
So am I up?
Ed, you move down.
Yeah, I'll keep moving.
That's it. Okay, I got you. All right, so these all leap on top of you. All right, Kreeper.
All right, so 2 up here.
AC 22.
Yep.
AC 21.
Yep.
All right. Iosif. AC 10. AC 5.
No.
You're flinging them off left and right. Cactus butt over here. It's a lot of damage on these with their claws. 2d4 plus 1. They should have just sat back and flung at you. 8. Take 9 on the first one and 5 on the second one. You still alive?
Yeah, you said
13 total. And you're covered in little cactus needles.
I still have 9 points.
Actually, these are probably hawthorns.
If you need to,
Pierce hawthorns. Oh, sorry, community joke.
leave them to me. Go ahead and maybe try to take out the tree.
Oh, and the Gulthius tree. The vine
Oh
blade
yeah, the vine is moving.
starts crawling up the hill.
I'm assuming you're... Okay.
I need to see if it's going to see you. It's blind sight 60 feet.
What's that mean?
Oh, he's right on the border. Should I give it to him on the border?
On the border.
He's on the border. There is no wall there. I think the vine blade may see you on a 50-50 chance. 18 high is good for the player. Alright, doesn't notice you. Afters. Go, go, go.
Sacred Flame on one of the two that are on me.
16, 15, 14. You said it's 15 save, right?
15.
Needle blade only says bowling +1. And suffers damage.
7.
Oh, still up. Alright, Kreeper.
I'm going to cast Web on the two in front of me. They need to make a saving throw.
Dexterity based, I presume.
Dexterity saving throw.
15 and a 21. Blew a wad in their face and they didn't even fall for it. You brought him in for comic relief, right?
Oh, man.
So there's now a big pile of web on the other side of him. All you gotta do is rush him, Jump on top of them, grab them, their needles and all. All right, after you moved, and needles on Kreeper. +3, 8 misses. +3 misses. AC 5 and a 1. All of his needles fall. He walks away like this.
Ain't got nobody, and nobody got me.
All right, afters.
Dex saving throw.
Okay. Ed, you can see the Gulthius tree starting to gurgle again. Saves.
Save.
Where's it coming out?
Wherever the axe had chopped out blood, bottom 5-foot area in the front, right about where this gold ore is at.
Could they have done it? The get.
No, there's a skeleton laying there though.
I'll fix a tree.
Does it burn?
It's 5 feet around.
Big tree.
Well, Kreeper,
All right.
stab it with the dagger. Your last bet. Your last breath.
Ray of Frost.
Oh, here it comes. Saving throw.
Nope. I got to make a spell.
Okay.
18.
Hits.
Huzzah!
Come on, you gotta have like a witty one-liner.
Let me give you the cold shoulder.
5.
That's not witty.
I liked what he said.
It's a plant. All right, he did 5 to both of them.
Nope, just the one.
Okay.
Toward
Those
a
cones of
creature.
frost. That's what I get from my wife.
All right.
At the tree.
You charge through the little shrubbery. Dive into the tree. What do you want to do?
How deeply has the axe dug into it?
The axe is a Warhammer axe. Would be this big, so it's a regular axe.
It's a regular fantasy world
Yeah,
axe.
and it's only buried in maybe 3 inches.
Oh, is it stuck in?
Yeah. And where it's stuck in there, it's bleeding out these
Just
monsters.
use your mighty strength and pull it out of there.
Is there anything around here that look like it's start a fire with? You said there's brush around here.
Yes, and it is high's good for the players, fairly dry.
Okay. I will attempt to start a fire.
Okay.
If necessary, I'll use my pepper spray as like a little. Because that's fine. Is pepper spray?
There's some propellant in there.
I don't know.
Just make sure you're pointing it the right direction
Yeah.
when you push the button.
Yeah.
Okay, roll me nature lore.
HOR.
Nature lore.
Oh, nature
Or whatever
lore.
it's called in this edition.
Survival.
Survival lore? No, there's some
Oh, there is a nature roll. Yep, nature.
fart at nature.
Based on your intelligence.
Some pepper sprays do
10.
use a flammable mix, like alcohol.
10?
10.
Yeah, you're probably able to gather enough. Afters. These things just keep flinging themselves at you, Dave. 11. 17, Kreeper. And these are going to come grab you. 10.
Whoa.
It's not like I have a dice corral over here. I'm flinging it all over.
I'm not going to tell you what it was on.
That's okay.
All right.
17. So one hit on each of you? Are you
I'm
17 or
18.
Maybe it's got a level in Rogue. Alright. Kreeper suffers 2 + 1 for 4 points of damage. More needles as these things claw and scrape at you. And the Vine Blight does not sense any danger behind it. Move it up another 20 feet. And I have completed my actions. Go, go, and go.
Dex save.
2 on the die.
So that's another 12. I think I
Drops it.
Clink.
Alright, Ed. So for your round, you're just gathering stuff this round.
Okay.
I'm going to Ray of Frost the same one that I hit before.
Okay.
14.
Hits.
Come on. Yes, 14
Alright.
damage.
Kills it.
falls back into this pile of webbing.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right. You've gathered. All right. One on each of you. They're both going to step back and fling their needles at you. AC 17.
I would make a point of order. Does it step back into the web and trap itself?
Is the web attached to anything?
It's just strewn across the ground and the rocks.
17 on the die.
Good for the player.
-3 for intelligence. I get a 13.
Good for the player.
So
What's
its
my
dex
chance?
save would be a 14 as my spell save DC.
All right, here we go. A 1. He not only steps backwards, he springs a bear trap that was secretly hidden underneath it and dies.
Cool.
Perhaps
Okay.
he trips over the other dead one, hits its head or something.
And he just like prematurely spews out all of his needles and then just...
They have pill for that now.
All right.
I hear.
And the other one flings at Iosif. Misses, as always. And you've got the tree, and we got a giant vine climbing up. What's the tree going to do to you, Ed?
It's going to allow me to burn it.
I assume these illusory rocks are dissipated.
Yeah, probably.
What's their duration?
Well, he might have to concentrate.
Oh, that's
as well.
true.
The axe embedded in the tree is carved with... The handle is carved with leaves and vines.
Druid.
And it seems very lightweight.
1 minute duration of the minor illusion.
Yep, they're gone.
Would you like to try to pry it out or anything? Or are you going to keep trying to burn this sucker up?
No, I gotta focus on... Because it'll take a little while once I get the brush going. I could probably try to pull the axe out after the fire is going, right?
I don't know. You got a lot of brush around the tree. You're going to leave like a hole where you can get in between the brush and the tree?
Sure.
Okay. All right. And make me a nature lore or survival to get the brush started. And after. Go.
12?
Yeah, I'm going to roll off. You needed a 10. All right, you get some brush started. All right, death saves.
Dex.
17 plus 1, 18.
Yeah, you're fine.
I need some inking on that die.
And it's just him, so you're up, Kurt.
Oh, I'm up?
And that one stepped away from him.
Right,
So
so
if you
he's
want to
Oh,
use telekinesis, lift him up in the air and drop him down on the webs.
if I could do that, that would be great. Instead, I'm going to use shocking... No, I'm going to use chill touch again.
Is that a cantrip?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I think I just missed the vine blights.
Okay.
I think that's just where we were at. I can't
All right.
remember.
It's your turns then. Move me up 10 feet. That needle blight missed you.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
the needle.
You get it started. Your brush fire starts out with a D4.
Do you have an opportunity to get the axe out?
Yeah, you can try and pull it out.
Okay.
Are you... What is alignment?
Do you have gloves?
What is my alignment?
What is your alignment?
We have no alignment in this.
Did you write an alignment down?
No, I said NA.
So he is not good. What would your alignment be, do you think?
Probably
You're more good than neutral.
Chaotic good.
You'd be chaotic good or
Probably
neutral good.
Okay. I would,
You're good.
I would
I mean,
consider
especially-
your character a good character.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean you're so considerate
Good,
about
Yep.
children.
You care
yeah.
about... Okay. So anyways, yeah. So
I'm a chaotic asshole.
you pull the axe out. It has the quality of it weighs half as much as a normal battle axe, and it was very good against plant creatures. They take an extra D8 slashing damage.
Ooh, that vine blights.
And whenever a non-good creature wields it, it'll probably sprout thorns and that type of stuff.
So what was it? It was plus D8
It is considered magical.
versus plant.
Yep. So it is magical with a plus D8. So it's not like a +1. It's just considered magical.
So it's perfect for an undead campaign.
But it is magical.
It is
is
magical.
magical.
So there is the advantage on that. It's just that all the plant creatures you'll probably fight after this encounter.
So at least you wouldn't. Your regular damage would still stay regular damage against the undead. It just wouldn't get the plus D8.
If you want to continue to hack at the tree while you're doing D4 points of damage around, a 5-foot tree is going to take even Paul Bunyan a while to get through.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do to try to fan the fire instead.
Okay. All right. You spray a little bit of your Banaka in there.
Oh, Banaka, jeez. That takes me.
All right. So my turn
Do
is
they
then.
make that anymore?
I'm sure they do. It's perfectly healthy. I mean, if the ozone was sponsored by anything other than Aquanet hairspray, it has to be Banaka. All right, so Vine Blight is not close enough. This one's going to throw his needles at you again. 13 misses. And afters. And then
Dex.
the Vine Blight's within range.
All right.
It is like 10 feet away, 5 feet away-ish, 5-ish, 10-ish.
I'm going to
Yeah, it's 10 feet away.
go ahead and
Saving
make...
throw.
Well, I was going to
15.
say on the Vine Blight.
Okay, it has a dex of -1. I got a 13. Fails. Damage. Damage.
9.
All right, got it.
I'm going to use my last chromatic orb and throw it at the Vine Blight.
All right.
This giant barn-sized Vine Blight in front of me.
Uh-huh.
I would imagine your advantage.
16.
Well, it's an AC of 12.
And I'm using fire damage.
I just heard big balls of ACDC on the way down.
Nice.
It does not have susceptibility to...
It doesn't.
It doesn't say it has susceptibility to fire.
So it's just regular damage?
Yep.
Or, all right, so I'm going to do...
Oh, does it usually say what they do?
It would maybe say invulnerability.
Condition, immunities, condition...
Immunity.
Vulnerabilities. Yeah, it'll say vulnerabilities if we've got it. That guy does.
12.
Still alive!
So that's 21 on it.
All right, and you
Said
did
they were the
yours.
toughest
Ed,
ones.
you're fanning the flames.
Yep.
So roll me another nature, and we'll add.
Can I make a maneuver after that attack?
Sure.
Oh,
I'm going
You
to back
want?
up. I'm going to back off the wall.
Did you torch it a little too hard?
you got a 1.
Roll another d20. If you roll another one, you blow your arm off with, your spray.
You roll another 1? Oh my gosh!
So you
Whoa, hold on.
Oh!
you got a little too close with the spray can, and it was about to blow up. And
20.
okay.
Wow.
You managed to save it just in
Talk
time.
about some swing roll.
You saw the flames go, and it all went out for a second. And you're like,
It's like backdraft.
oh, yeah. All right, that's how we roll.
That is indeed. 2 1s and a 20.
That is amazing.
All right, and after, so Vine Blight's gonna go after the person with the
pepper
even.
spray?
So it'll do AC 22 on the
Yes.
clerk. You're going to be entangledged,
Okay.
and once you're entangledged, you get your he gets his constricted Dora for 2d6 plus 2. 2, 4, takes 6 points of damage, and during your turn you can try and escape Eartist DC 12. Otherwise, and you are considered restrained, not just entangled. So restrained means you can't move anything. It's got its probing tendrils or whatever it's got, and you also can't get away unless you escape. Afters, go.
Well, you do have a twig blight over here too.
Yeah, he's gonna miss anyways. He's flinging some twiggies at. Oh, 18 hits you. Thanks for reminding me.
Sure.
4,
It's only
5, 6 more points of damage if you're still alive. Needle blight's getting all up in your face.
This Vine Blight is like if I cast Sacred Flame on it.
You can't cast. You're restrained.
If it has somatic components, it means you got to
Okay,
wave your arms
yeah.
around and stuff.
All right. Well, then I will just attempt to.
Escape artist DC 12.
No.
Okay. All right.
Is escape artist a thing?
Kreeper.
Creeper. I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on it.
Okay.
20.
Yeah. You're just hitting the vine.
12. Vine blight.
It suddenly turns to like ice and break it apart.
All right. So there is a twig blight still.
Ha! It's gonna finish one of y'all off. Odd, even. Even again. 22 hits you for 3, 7, 8 more points of damage. Did I drop anybody yet?
Not yet.
This game sucks.
Close.
How's the fire going?
It's your turn to make another nature survival lore.
Get really close and blow on it.
12.
And then Seal pour some kerosene.
You add another D4 at least for damage each round. It'll take a long time to burn down the Gulfius tree, but you now finish off the Twiggy, the twig blight, needle blight.
Dex save.
All right. Aha! 1.
5. Jeez.
Still alive. Staying alive. Ha.
Stay alive, stay alive.
Ha.
17.
Just throw a dart at it.
Nope, another cone of ray of frost.
He's really into his casting spells around here.
12. 12.
Roll a 12. I don't know what the fuck the spell is. Take 8 points of damage. Does it even matter? I did a ranged attack with a ranged weapon. Yes, you killed it with whatever you
sorry,
cast.
I apologize. Okay.
You're not even doing the Kreeper voice, man.
Okay. Okay, because I can't do a Kreeper voice. Frosty Imus.
See, was that so hard?
No.
All right. So, anyways, Ed's burning the Gulfius. Amanda's burning.
Thank you. Let's go to the calculator, Jay.
tree. That's right. And you're trying to burn half of it, and chopping at it with the axe on the other half. You recall that a Gulfius tree withers and dies in 3 to 10 days if a hallow spell is cast in the area. Even if you chop the tree all the way to the ground, remember the tendrils run deep, and it will grow back.
You don't have a hallowed spell?
You need a hallow spell.
We need a druid. I don't have that.
They don't grow back very rapidly, but they do grow back.
Level evocation.
What's so hard about that?
You have to be like, 9th level to cast the Hallow?
I don't know. This adventure says it's for characters levels 1 to 10.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Alright. Somebody roll me a single d20 for a random encounter while you are burning a big tree on a bald hill.
4.
Damn it. Alright. So nothing bothers you while you proceed to slash and burn like a bunch of Brazilian nature officials.
I'll bring some more kindling over to help fan the flames.
Roll some rocks down the hill. Otherwise, the dead adventurer's tattered leather isn't really salvageable.
Who here could use this? Is this like a full-size battle axe?
Yes. You can use it if you want. I don't care.
It's half the weight.
Proficiency doesn't fucking matter, so
Yeah,
if you want to use it, be my guest.
8.
I don't know that I'm a good character.
I'm just wondering, because in the old days, clerics couldn't use bladed weapons, but I haven't noticed anything.
No, there's nothing like that. No, especially if you're a war cleric, you can use whatever the hell you want.
I'm not life, or
Life or something.
I was for a second I thought it was light, but no, it's life.
Whatever, I cast some spells for 2d8.
And my last cleric was a war cleric.
I'm sorry.
Coming at you live. Alright. Okay. So you burn down the tree, you hack it to bits. It takes a couple of days, but you finish it all the way to the nub. And you're now on a bald, quiet hill with just smoking embers of what was once a great and noble redwood tree. Next to it is a Gulfius tree that you forgot to burn down. So you get started on... No, I'm kidding.
Alright, so we need to rest.
You already did. Oh, wait. But you guys are in the jungle. So you get 3, 4, you can get some short rests.
Some short rests.
You can use your hit dice up to the day.
So when you say the hit dice up to the day, I'd roll the 5d6.
Yep. That's what you'll have when you travel back into wherever you're headed.
Hey, we're only getting short rests in here?
Yep. You're getting all the short rests.
So
but not a full long rest.
But that doesn't give us spells back, does it?
Yes, you will, because you rest overnight. You're just sleeping under piles of...
So you are getting spells back?
Yes. You're sleeping under piles of druid robes or something. Now, to the south of you is the Luna River. Or you can take the trail back up towards Wizard of Wines.
I think we should go north.
If you head straight east, you head on to towards Mount Gakis and Luna Lake. Where the hell's our...
I don't know.
Where in the hell? There it is. Conquerors of Yester. Slayers of nature freaks.
Yep, enemies of the Aspelar Society.
She calls it Oscar Club. You are there. Wizard of Wines is W. And Luna River, if you want to wander across the wilds towards this mountain and Solinka Pass, you could do such if you want to try and just go through the woods at night. Or you can go back to Wizards of Wines and stay overnight up there and get some rest and get some wine.
I think going back to the Wizards would be the safest bet.
Well, what? All right, Krez, we've the Burgomaster's son has died, and he could be raised from the dead. We could go to Bone Grinder and steal whatever's in the house. We could go find werewolves to get an ally. We could go to STRAHD's palace because he's invited us there several times. We could throw Arena in the pool.
Did that.
Hey, you already drowned Arena.
Okay, check that off. Drown prepubescent teenager.
Because you wanted to.
Yes. All right, Vistani, Aragal's child. Oh, the missing child up by the lake.
Up by Lake Zarovich.
And while we're up there, we could look for the Mad Wizard of Mount Baratok. We found Rictavia's ally. She's insane.
She's not insane. She's obsessed.
Okay. We finished off the Druids. And the Coffin Maker's vampire spawn are still haunting Galaki.
Mm-hmm. At will now.
Hey, Abbott!
Hey, Abbott!
We got to get the bridal gown for the girl.
Yeah, we should probably do the bridal gown. If we can.
Silver Dragon Knighthood of Argynvostholt and the baby born without a soul.
You move the headstones, but you didn't move the bodies.
And so we do have this green gem also.
Yeah, it's just a rock. No indigenous life.
But that's.
Who is the ruins of Berez?
Yeah, there's always that too. That's where the other rock supposedly is.
But we also need to find this sword. You mentioned the 6.
Yeah, and that's. Did I read that off to you? Did you guys write that down? I will read it to you so you can write it down.
Yeah, I was putting pop
for
in the
the
fridge
next
at the time. Yeah.
It is the 6 of STRAHD, the Evoker. Search for the crypt of a wizard ordinaire, his staff.
Or wizard of...
Wizard ordinaire.
Ordinaire. An ordinary wizard, his staff is the key.
Stuff's good.
Okay. What do you guys vote for?
Well, is there anything... I'm just wondering if there's anything we can do, like, en route, like if we say we're going to go get the wedding dress. Is there anything en route, either to or from...
Throw the map up.
My character would love to go visit the tower. Kreeper would like to search the tower. Yes.
Kreeper, you fought very courageous. Maybe we should go to the tower.
What about this this ruins village, ruins of Berez village south of the Luna River?
Yeah, the ruins of Berez are just to the east of you if you want to go down and ride the Luna River.
Ride the
Maybe
Luna River.
Cut down some trees and make a little raft.
Is that at point T?
Float to point T. It's also extremely close to Solinka.
Sure.
Actually, no, wait. I take it back. The ruins of Berez, I think, are you. This is Solinka Pass. So that means the river goes this way. So if you guys hop on the Luna River, you're going to end up going into the mist of Ravenloft and look like the guy laying at the base of the tree.
Okay. So I vote we go north.
You want to stay at the Wizard of Wines with the...
Yeah, let's crash at the Wizard of Wines, get some rest, get our spells back.
Alright, make me a single random.
I rolled the last one.
Pray for rats.
13.
All right, you make it to the Wizard of Wines. They are happy to see you again. Ask if you'd like to take another shipment out, perhaps to Vallaki. Yes.
Do they need to deliver anything to Lake Baratok and the tower?
Nobody lives at the tower.
Okay.
In fact, you'd be best just to avoid that place entirely.
Why?
And don't let your friends talk you into going there either. Shh. There was a wizard that lived there.
Yes. Any arcane devices.
Kazan, it was his name. The Archwizard. After his work on the castle was complete, Kazan retired to the Barovian Valley and built a tower for himself on a small island on Lake Baratok. With the help of some engineers and laborers, he also built an earth and gravel causeway connecting the island to a nearby shore.
What was his name?
Kazan.
Kazan!
Is that the mad wizard?
Was he a wizard?
But he seemingly has moved out. The tower seems to have stood empty for ages and would have collapsed under the weight of neglect if it weren't for some magic wards placed onto it. Supposedly a legendary figure has moved in there. What's his name? Rictavio?
Yes, we're good friends with Rictavio. Was this wizard was Kazan a wizard ordinaire?
No. He was an archman. The only wizard ordinaire would be Grambledore Nibblenuts. Was his name. He died centuries ago.
Is that really in the adventure?
Yeah, that's his name.
Nibblenuts, really?
Grambledore Nibblenuts. Shit. Wow.
But anyways, yeah, they're very happy to see you back to Wizard of Wines. They've reached full capacity and they're really pumping out the juice in here.
Huzzah.
I see a tower.
Oh, that's an awesome picture of the twig blight right there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, it's so cute. It's like it just got bled out of a tree.
You thought that was blood? Alright, so Davian Mardukov, who also doesn't like his son. Oh, and this is what the tree looked like that you guys fought. Winter Splinter. Had you not defeated Winter Splinter, it would have come here and destroyed the winery.
Ooh.
Look vaguely familiar like a Whomping Willow.
Mm-hmm. Should draw a little taxi coming by. Okay, so you guys roll me another random, and you guys head to Vallaki. Are you going to stop by Rictavio's tower?
Yes.
Also known as Van Richten's
What do you
tower?
think?
Yeah, sure.
The tower, yeah.
Or do you want to go to Kresk first and get the measurements for Corpse Bride?
We don't.
7 on the.
All right.
We don't already have the measurements. Didn't she say like a girl?
36, 24, 30,
No, it was like a 16 girls, 16 girls.
No. It's like shopping for the wife, isn't it?
Yeah.
What
You never
size
know.
is she? Fuck it, I'll just get her some jewelry.
Haven't you ever measured my wrist? Don't you know how to buy a wristband?
Is that really how Heidi talks to you?
No. Thank God she doesn't wear any jewelry either.
Thank God she doesn't listen to this tape.
Although she does wear, like, when she wears neck jewelry, I don't want to kiss her neck. You know, it, like, smells like a bag full of pennies. You know, like, yeah. Jewelry and a sweaty wife's neck? I don't think so. As much as I want to put my lips on that.
Oh,
I'll take the corpse. I'll take the corpse bride. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are at Lake Baratok, but you've decided to keep going to Vallaki.
No, we've decided to go explore the tower.
So you are going to wander up the trail towards Lake Baratok.
Lake Baratok.
What's the big lake over there?
That is Lake Zarevich.
That's where, isn't that where the kid might be missing?
The kid might be missing, and up north here is where the Mad Wizard is.
Yeah.
M for Mad Wizard?
Yes.
So U, V, Select Pass,
It's point V.
S, W. Must be a really small place. There we are.
Well, it's because you just got to refer to the treasure table in the back of it.
Ye come to a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark, still waters. The trail ends at a grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower be old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffolds clinging to one side where a large gash has split the wall. time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perched atop the buttresses that support the walls, and parked near the base of the tower, within sight of the entrance, is a barrel-shaped wagon spattered with mud.
Why don't you guys go ahead?
Is it the same wagon
Why don't you guys go ahead and scout out the tower?
that we saw?
Why don't you guys go scout out the tower?
Different from Rictavio.
Why don't you guys go scout out the tower?
This is not Rictavio's wagon.
It's not Rictavio's wagon.
It does
You guys
not-
just go scout out the
Does it
tower.
look like a Vistani wagon?
Uh-uh.
No, it's not Vistani.
It kind of is.
All right, Kreeper.
Creeper, you're getting a little
Under-
on my nerves here.
The wagon is
little
parked.
bit.
The wagon is parked in front of the tower. Under layers of mud, this wagon sports a fresh coat of purple paint, and its wheels have a fancy gold trim. A brass lantern hangs from each corner, and red drapes cover a tombstone-shaped window on each side. A steel padlock secures the back door, hanging from which is a cheap wooden sign that reads, "Keep out! Keep out! Keep out!" The tower door itself looks like this shit right here. Doors made of iron, no visible handles or hinges. In the middle of the door is a large embossed symbol. A connected series of lines with 8 stick figures around it. Carved into the lintel above the door is a word, Kazan. Hold on, I gotta write that on there. I can't believe I fucking forgot it. Lazy, cheap.
Cheap-ass Wizards of the Coast.
Can't even put up on enough product to keep me entertained for a year. Kazan. Arrow. Kazan. So, which one do you want to fuck with first? Do you remember what Esmeralda said about...
She said there was something about some arcane protection on it and that it was deadly.
Are there any windows?
On the wagon, there is a single coffin-shaped window on either side.
Over the tower.
Brass lanterns. On the 4th floor, yes. The 3rd floor, yes. The 2nd floor, yes. The 1st floor, no. And there's rickety scaffolding around the left-hand side there, like that. Rotting wooden beams support the scaffolding, from which groans and creaks with even the slightest breeze. A series of ladders and platforms lead to a hole in the northwest wall of the 3rd floor.
I could sneak in with gaseous form and scout around.
Yes, you could.
Wasn't asking you, DM.
Oh, yes, you did. That's so awesome.
Sure. Now, can you cast that on someone else?
Yes.
Creeper would go for you, mistress. Please, mistress.
Kind of looking back and forth. Now you're acting like a little petulant little child.
I give you the little.
I'm a sucker, man. That stuff doesn't work on me.
I try the Puss in Boots eyes, the big.
What do you think, Iosif? Should we send the little man dwarf?
Very dangerous. Creeper, go. Amanda, be safe.
Do you want to just pop open the front door?
Do we have any sort of wait?
I have some magic pond water.
I was just wondering if we had any sort of read magic type, even though I know you have to put your eye to
Jay's
it.
house rules. I didn't take it.
So if you look closely at the door, which I'll show you guys, it'll be easier just to rip that out.
Don't rip it out.
That actually works right there. Okay, so look at the door. You're going to see stick figures. Around. You spin me. Just don't read any of the paragraph.
Do the symbols mean anything to us?
They're stick figures.
Is there a hieroglyphic meaning to them or anything? Symbolizing anything we recognize?
They're probably a way to open the door. You either do the YMCA to what they
So
look
I'm going
like.
to do that. I'm going to do. I'm going to go in front of the door.
You have 2 arms and 2 legs?
I do.
Okay.
And I'm going to do this. And then 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 this.
Okay. Let me see if you got that right.
Are you going to wear like a Native American headdress, or perhaps a motorcycle leather fetish outfit?
I'm gonna wear a
Or perhaps
one of
a
those
hard
old
hat.
World War I German army helmets.
You freaking did it right. Because you started there, right? Upper
I started at noon. I started at noon.
line. Okay. Yep, you did it right. I think. Make me an intelligence.
No. Excuse me. I did not do it right.
You started at noon. You didn't start right there on 11 o'clock?
No, I started at noon and I went clockwise.
If the arm positions are done out of your order,